What's going on? It's your boy Terry, and welcome to the Enlightened T Show. I want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing. Keep doing that. Keep telling y'all, tell y'all favorite person, even if it's your favorite side piece. I'm 1 hour out there a week that they can just ease their mind off of you for all the BS you doing. So honestly, I just thank everybody who's been tuning in and trying to learn a little bit, have a great conversation. Leave a comment too, man. I respond to everything, so I just want to thank everybody for that. Now, let's get to the show. The name of this show is called Crashing Out. The reason it's called Crashing Out is it's a lot of people that are just losing their life, no matter if it's to drugs, no matter if it's to gun violence, whatever the case might be. People are crashing out and they don't even know they got a whole life to live, man. Like these stories I'm about to present to y'all are crazy. It's just flat out just nonsense what's going on out here. And one thing I want to say is, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of y'all, I think, like going to jail. Like on some real stuff, like y'all be in and out of jail for years. Come back, do another bid for 5 years, come back, do another 2. It's like, what is so fun? Is fun in there or something? Like, what's going on in there, man? Like, y'all showing these shorties a whole side that they don't even need to be knowing, man. A lot of these teenagers are getting tried as adults, and I'm going to show you that in these next few clips. But, man, ain't nothing in there, man. You ain't getting no buns unless you like them buns, man. But I don't think y'all do. Well, some of y'all do. But yeah, man, the stuff that be going on in there, I don't know why y'all be wanting to go in there, man. I saw all them Chicago stories when they doing them dookie bombs and freaking opening up your legs and spitting in them. Man, that's just crazy, man. What's going on in Chicago is crazy, man. But yeah, man, that's going to be the name of the show. So without further ado, let's get to it. One of the first stories I want to talk about is in Sacramento. There was a shooting that left 3 people shot, 1 fatally got killed. Now, what they're saying is this happened around 3 a.m. Somebody responded to a call of 1500 L block of Orlando Way near El Camino Avenue. Man, it feels like, honestly, the state of California, I'm going to talk about y'all extensively. Because Gavin Newsome pissed me off during the RNC week. He pissed me off. We about to fact check him on a lot of things, and we're going to get to California, man. We're going to get to them. But yes, man. One of the victims took themselves to the hospital. And yeah, man, just another shooting, man, in the neighborhood. It's almost like these shootings are almost starting to become normalized now. Like, oh, man, another shooting? Oh, okay. Oh, man, this should be normal, just people just getting shot every day. It's not normal, man. It's not. And we're talking about mass shootings, and I'm so glad they're calling them mass shootings because at first they wasn't. They just said, oh, a person got shot or, a group of people. Nah, man, just call it what it is. It don't matter what community it is, man. It is what it is. So then I'm trying to get more information. Per Fox News, McDonald's got shot up in Florida and leaves multiple victims wounded, man. They say it was about 4 or 5 people who got shot at this McDonald's, but that's all the reports say for now. I'm going to keep y'all posted on that, but golly, man, what is going on out here, man? Y'all can't just put the pistols down, talk, nothing. You just got to go straight to just shoot them up, bang, bang. And now when you do that, that's one person gone and you gone too because you going to jail. So that's 2 people that's just out of a life that other people got to suffer through. Now people going to be crying at your funeral. You're going to be asking people to put money on your books. Like, y'all don't understand how y'all leave people here to suffer when y'all do the idiotic shit that y'all do, man. Like, for real. Some of y'all can't even put money on your own books. Some of y'all be broke and then want to ask your girlfriend who you was cheating on the whole time in the relationship to help you out. Ain't did nothing for the kids, but you wanted to help. Make it make sense. You be all gang and all that, but now you need some help. Where the rest of your gang at that was trying to say you stay on code? Where the rest of your gang at when you was doing all these illegal activities? Go ask them. Because I promise you, I seen so many dudes that did something and you don't even see their homies help them out, man. I see it in real life. Not this social media stuff y'all be talking about. Real life. How can't you not ask your mans who you be doing everything with for some money? Maybe because he probably don't got it. And he wants you to be a real one. He wants you to be a real nigga. All right, y'all better start getting tricked out here, boy. Y'all be up in there with the booty warrior. Y'all better start playing. Shit crazy, man. Crazy. Oh, man, let me talk about crashing out. Per the Washington News, teen sentenced to 25 years for Maryland school bus attempted murder. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this. This happened last year in 2023. 14-year-old boy, no, he was 15 at the time, and he attempted to shoot a boy while on the bus. But luckily, the gun jammed 3 times, so the boy ended up surviving. But the other 2 dudes was beating on the boy and all that. So I wonder how the other 2 ain't really get charged for nothing. It's kind of crazy. So the teenager name was Caden Holland. He was sentenced for, like I said, attempted murder. They tried to give him 60 years. I'm like, sheesh. But they suspended all of them but 25 years. So, and he got tried as an adult, and he's going to a federal prison. He known for Baby K. So allegedly, he got into some other stuff before this. Like, he been on some ish. And that's what I'm saying. These little young boys be crashing out over what? I don't even know what it was for, but clearly he wanted whoever that little boy was on that bus gone. And now he about to do time. Now, like I said, he gonna have to go in there with the booty warrior and all that. And you know they prey on them little boys up in there, man. Listen, I heard it. Y'all need to go on YouTube and listen to some of these stories. Y'all need to talk to some of y'all homeboys who be going to prison and they got a whole lot of stuff to tell you. I know some dudes that's around me. Well, not around me, but I know some dudes I used to hang with did some real time. Sat down. Got some family members who, it wasn't a pretty sight all there. And they ain't gonna tell you everything what go on in there too. They'll tell you, oh, you know, that happened to somebody else, but it might have happened to them. So you really never know unless you really in there. Like, I heard about dudes getting passed around and there being somebody's boyfriend, pimping them out, you know, selling them off. It's crazy up in that prison system, man. So y'all keep on crashing out. Y'all gonna be up in there. And now this little boy, he gonna understand what it feel to be a man now. You wanna do grown man decisions? This what happens. I don't feel bad for the boy because you tried to shoot this little boy 3 times. 3. Guy was on that side and he had to have a high point. I ain't gonna lie. For your gun to jam 3 times, it had to be a high point. But I don't know. They ain't give that information out. But yeah, Mr. Holland, you had to do all of that time, man. It is what it is. And I know some people gonna be like, oh, he a teenager. He shouldn't be tried as an adult. Well, when you want to be an adult, when your parents or guardian don't know where you at, don't know if they was in his life or not, this is what happens. We pay for the sins of our fathers, man. It say that in the Bible. But y'all don't want to listen. Now, whatever this little boy circumstances was led him into this. And we still don't want to blame parents for these little kids acting out. A lot of these kids need a belt. All this sensitive parenting or being your child best friend is not working. It's not working at all. So y'all keep on trying. it is what it is. So, Caden Holland, protect yourself. It don't make no sense, man. Dang. Young boy gone. It's crazy. Another crazy story. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all heard about this story, but a Philadelphia rapper named YBC Dul, who went viral for digging up one of his enemy graves, have been shot and killed. First off, let's rewind this back. This man really went to a gravesite and dug up his op? This is crazy, bro. Y'all are going to the extreme of disrespect. Listen, I know Chicago was the first ones of this drill rap, and it started being real disrespectful, even though back then they did rap something like that, but not to this degree. And now we got freaking the Jacksonville boys down there going crazy. Freaking, what's his name? Julio or Fulio just got his noggin pop, what, a month ago or something like that? I just saw the interview with his mom or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, dang, you a nurse and everything. And you never know what these dudes' parents really be doing. Like, she seemed like she was okay. Seemed like she was a good, decent person. But she did not take accountability for what that boy was doing in these streets. And Fulio was, I heard he was out here terrorizing people. And if he wasn't, you was talking about it. And now look. And then this is the crazy part. When a lot of these rappers be disappearing, or a lot of these gang affiliated people be dying or whatever, you notice a lot of them don't leave their families with no money, no life insurance policy, none of that. It's always a GoFundMe to help out. It's always a fish fry. It's always a freaking, what do they call it? Washing cars. Always something. And it's like, we come out of money to help bury you properly, and you don't even help your own family out at the end of the day. Don't y'all know these same dudes that be hanging out with they quote unquote homies don't be helping out? They be trying to smash to your mama. They be trying to take your girl away. Oh yeah, I'm here for you. You need anything, and trying to smash her while you gone. You see how that be messing you up? Say, oh yeah, this my nephew, but don't even see him no more. Don't help out. Like, y'all gotta be smart out here, man. A lot of these dudes ain't good for you. Y'all need to wake up and realize that the same dudes that you call the gang, the guys, my twin, he gonna leave you in that thing, man. I don't care how much money he got. He gonna leave you up in there. But yeah, man, this Philadelphia rapper, man, YBC Dul, what can I say? You really dug your own grave in real life. You wanted to go to the extreme. You want to be viral. You going on No Jumper. You doing the interview. You doing all that. You talking, and now look, you not here no more. And guess what? I don't know who your parents, I don't know who your guardians is. You got sisters or brothers, but now look, they going to be sad as hell because they got to watch this every day. You viral, digging up your op grave. And that's the reason you got. Man, 25 years old at that, man. This is what they say. They say he was transported to a nearby hospital and pronounced dead 25 minutes after the shooting. A white Hyundai SUV, which was spotted at the scene of the crime, is being held by investigators to explore possible connections to the deadly shooting. You see what happened? Listen, Clout is probably one of the worst drugs out here right now. And it give y'all a rush. Y'all think y'all about to be these great big stars over you doing some stupid shit. Almost like the TikTokers or the people who do these pranks. You think you about to go viral, and then you go viral for the wrong reason. Now a lot of these pranksters be getting their head knocked off because some of these people ain't playing, man. They not playing. People going through some things, man. They'll knock you down. People mental ain't right. People losing jobs, their cars, houses. Man, stop messing with people. I'm talking about these pranksters now. Leave them alone. But y'all ain't gonna learn though. Y'all want that one, just that one video to go viral, and then you gonna make a whole bunch of money off of it. And then what? We gonna forget about you because you can't create no other good content. What, you gonna keep putting your life at risk for some views? I know it's a dude here in Detroit. I can't think of his name, but he was pranking somebody trying to get in their car like, oh yeah, I'm riding with you. Nah, shut up, open the door and all that. And he almost got his brain knocked off. Then the police end up swooping the other guy up, and he was a felon, so he wasn't even supposed to have a gun, but he almost went to jail. Thank God he didn't, because the prankster freaking saved him. But at the end of the day, you put him in that predicament. This is why I say, man, all this clout, stop it, man. And they ain't doing nobody no good. They ain't doing the community good. And it's leaving y'all mamas crying every day. And leave your homies here trying to bust down your chick. I'm just being real. Them dudes gonna bust down your chick, play with your son. Yeah, nephew, it's okay. You can call me dad. Man, y'all crazy as hell, man. Crazy. But yeah, man. Y'all keep on chasing that clout. Y'all keep on wanting to be these drill rappers. Until somebody put y'all in the ground. It is what it is, man. Unfortunate story, but hey, this is what happens. This is what happens. All right, now, we got a lot of that stuff out the way. Now we got to talk about the real good stuff. And let's talk about the auto industry, because it is in shambles right now. When I tell y'all the auto industry is so down, and all these car companies are trying to sell us these big SUVs, these pickup trucks, these mid-sized trucks. They just trying to give out trucks when most people can't afford them right now. Y'all know, like, the average pickup truck is like around anywhere from 50 to 60K. And them just the basic models. The full-size trucks, them be about 70, depending on the brand and what type of features and specs they have. The mid-size ones be about anywhere from 40 to 50. Nobody can't afford these trucks, man. And these car industries don't understand that. Like, this is not what the customers want right now. They want cars that could be affordable. You feel me? That's why these Chevy Trax be flying off it. These little Ford, not the Rangers, the Mavericks be flying off because they're so much affordable compared to these massive trucks, man. I just see a Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I keep saying it, $120,000 for a Wagoneer. What? Listen, I know Jeep, man, I know they trying to make it seem like it's a luxury brand, but for us Americans, we will never look at Jeep as an American brand, ever. And Stellantis, do you know Stellantis have 4 of the worst, like, brand cars right now? I'm talking about Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, and Dodge. Like, they're the worst selling cars right now. And that Ram, I remember Ram was taking over, man. Everybody was getting a Dodge Ram, man. I ain't gonna lie, that thing looked good. But nah, people can't afford that. Dog, that damn Ram 15, what is it, the 1500? The Rebel, the 2025, that just started at like $75K. It's so bad for Dodge Ram. I just saw on the internet, there are 2022 Rams out here brand new that haven't even been sold. I just did a segment what was that, last week on how Stellantis was trying to sue a dealership for trying to sell their cars back. Stellantis is in shambles right now. Just in Detroit at the Warren Truck, no, not the Warren Truck, I apologize, at the Sterling Assembly, they out there, they're striking. Like, that's how bad it is. Because they about to lay off all them people at the Warren Truck starting in October. The Belvedere plant still ain't been open, and they promised that through the contract. But people don't like these trucks and cars they're trying to sell. And I think the Belvedere plant, they was making the Jeep, what is it? The Cherokees, like the regular Cherokees, not the Grand Cherokees. I can't think of the other truck, but people don't want that. They don't want it. Now, they talking about some UAW members are saying Stellantis CEO needs to go following the strike response, like I said, they was doing outside in Sterling. But I don't even know if they can even go on strike because everything is under contract. But then again, Stellantis did say they was going to open up that Belvedere plant, but I think it was going to be in like 2026 or 2027. Something to that effect. I don't think they was going to open it right here and there, but I could be wrong. And right now, Sean Fain, the main person of the UAW, he up here saying they're going to hit them where it hurt for Stellantis because there's too many people that has been getting laid off. But it was people that was getting laid off in Ohio there earlier this year, and I ain't see this urgency to freaking do something. Them people still without a job. I know that for a fact. So it's crazy how a lot of people want to be upset when it's around election time. That's what bothers me. And right now, the UAW, like I said, Sean Fain, he like, we gonna do this. It's Stellantis. Like, man, it's all a lot of posture right now between the two, but we gonna see what happens between them. But right now, people can't afford these high cars, man. They just can't. And I don't know if they ever will. I mean, unless y'all about to start making cars, I mean, Toyota, I just saw dealerships are turning out allocations for them. Like, they ain't accepting no more cars in their dealerships because they can't sell their current inventory right now. And that's what's going on in this industry, and it's getting worse and worse. Banks are not lending out money like they used to. I wonder why. Interest rates are still high to this day. Even though the Fed said they about to cut rates in September, y'all need to pay attention to that. I don't know how this car industry gonna go, man. It ain't looking good. If you go to your favorite dealership right now, you'll probably see a whole lot of cars in them dealerships, man. I remember 2 years ago, 3, you couldn't even find cars. Nowhere. Lots was empty, but now look, they all full. And I think a lot of dealerships are going to get, they're going to just disappear as time go on. And that's what's going to happen. I think Stellantis wanted to sell. Honestly, if it was up to me, if I was Stellantis CEO, he probably want the UAW to strike because that will make them stop making cars. And when they stop making cars, they can sell all the cars they have on the lots now. I mean, it's nothing but trucks. I mean, they up here still in freaking Grand Wagoneers and all that type of stuff, Durangos, from dealerships anyway. Not even for dealerships, the plants they stealing them at from their lot. So I know it was happening here in Detroit twice. 5 Durangos got took. Weeks before that, 5 Grand Wagoneers got took. Before that, freaking 4 Raptors got took. And then all these cars got so many things wrong with them and so many recalls with these cars, man. And Ford probably one of the worst right now. like I said, man, it ain't looking good for Stellantis, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, shoot, somebody. It was a story. Let me see. 53-year-old Stellantis worker Antonio Gaston crushed and killed at Toledo Jeep plant, man. Excuse me, I need some water. I ain't feeling the best, but we gonna keep this going. So 53-year-old Stellantis worker Antonio Gaston crushed and killed at the Toledo plant. This is per the World Socialist website. They said it was a Wednesday afternoon. Dang, he was a father of 4. Jesus. And he was forced to move to the Toledo plant after Stellantis closed the plant in Belvedere in Illinois. Oh my Lord. A GoFundMe page have been set up to raise money for Gaston's wife and children. Man, that's so. You see this a lot when it comes to men and working these dangerous jobs. I'm not saying women don't work some of these jobs, but there are definitely more men who work these jobs and they lose their life a lot, man. Like this is so sad, man. 4 kids. And your wife about to be a widow, man. It's just, I pray for that family, man. Hopefully this GoFundMe will help them. I don't know their financial situation or any of that, but if you could help, you go ahead, man, because that's unfortunate. Y'all try to be safe and try to work diligently as y'all possibly can when y'all working these jobs, because you just don't ever know now. You don't. We do it's still a lot of hard labor out here, and most of us are doing these jobs, so it is what it is, man. So now it's a little bit of the car industry, but man, like I said, it's only going downhill, and it's going quick. Like I said, it's so bad now. People are financing cars that are worth $3,000. That's how bad it is. You're financing a $3,000 car? You got some life. Life is kicking your ass if you got to finance a $3,000 car. Jesus. For like, what, 72 months or 60? Man, skip that. And then I know it's probably on his last leg if it's that, in this market, if it's that cheap. Unless somebody really took good care of their cars, but you know a lot of people. I have noticed a lot of people, you could tell who don't pay their car notes and all that because how the way they drive first. If you drive in a new car or whatever, you're not about to be going crazy speed and all that because the insurance rates are very high on these new cars. Secondly, you start to see their car, it start to look a little old. You start to see nicks and knacks right there. It's all type of stuff because a lot of people can barely afford the payments of the cars, let alone the car insurance. And then every once a year on your birthday, you got to renew that title. And that could be a little pricey too. It's really bad out here, man. It's really bad. But the Democrats, the Biden administration said this is the best it ever been in the past 5 to 8 years. It's the best economy. I'm going to show y'all how good this economy is. All right. I want to talk about the DNC. What a week, man. It was crazy. Like, the media coverage of the DNC was just crazy. And for me, the star of the DNC, you have to give it to Michelle Obama. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. She was sharp. They're so articulate. I ain't gonna lie, the Obamas are very articulate. They got charisma. They had personality, and she did what she was supposed to do. It was nothing that could be said really bad about her at all. She was on point for what they gave her to do. Now, Barack on the other end, I ain't gonna lie, this was probably one of the worst Barack Obama performances I probably ever seen. And the reason I say that is I could tell with Barack, because I think he's one of the greatest speakers of this lifetime. That's just me personally. His energy, his charisma is just crazy. But you could tell when he was up there, it looked forced. I believe he did not believe in a lot of the things he was saying. Firstly, when he was talking about the illegal migrants, if y'all don't know, Barack Obama deported more people than any administration in the past 20 years. He deported all illegal immigrants. Now, some came back, but he definitely deported a lot. Like, he was known for that. And for him to say, like, Kamala Harris is doing a good job with the borders and all, I said, huh? And then on top of that, he was like, yes, I'm glad we chose Kamala Harris. And I'm like, no. When it first came out, he said he wanted to be a fair and square running for the Democratic Party. Like, he did not come out and endorse her offhand like everybody else did. So this Barack Obama, it didn't feel natural at all. And that's with the whole DNC. I feel like a lot of them were just, they was catering to the media they was trying to portray to. They was going ahead, saying whatever they needed to say to get this vote without really, really believing in what they saying. Just like Oprah, she was talking crazy about Trump, but her and Trump was real cool back in the day. It's an interview out right now where he was talking about if he would have ran for president, but this is way before he actually ran, he would have had Oprah as his vice president. Like, they was real cool. She even wrote a letter to the man. Like, this is, everything just felt like it was just non-organic, this whole DNC. And I still don't see how this administration that they're trying to propose to us, I guess they say it's different from the Biden administration, but I just don't see it. I don't see how this is better than the Republican administration. I just don't see it. I don't see how this is going to work. I already don't like a lot of the liberal policies they already have when it comes to gender affirmation and all that. I disagree with it. But this was not, I think the DNC, it was a failure to me. For me. Then they had Bill Clinton. Bill. Did y'all really see Bill Clinton up there at the DNC? It was just a horrible scene to watch. The lies. Don't y'all know he is the reason why the auto industry is the way it is now, because he negotiated the North American Free Trade Agreement that the first Bush, George H.W. Bush, he first had all the contract talks with them and everything. But like I said in my last week's segment, he didn't go through with it because it had a whole bunch of negative comments about it. And he know it would never got approved by his people. But Bill Clinton got it. He signed it, delivered, and now a lot of the manufacturing jobs are over in Mexico because it's very cheap labor over there. Canada, I ain't know Canada was getting taxed like that. They over there in China. You feel me? It might have been good for that moment, but you sacrifice the rest of the families who, don't y'all know it's families that be going into these manufacturing jobs? like it's a lineage of people like, oh, my grandma, she used to work here, then she got her daughter in. Then the daughter got her son in, and then go vice versa from that. You see how one little mistake messed up? And then they always talking trash about the Trump tariffs, but don't y'all know Joe Biden left them tariffs that Donald Trump implemented when he was in office? It's so bad. Y'all know he raised tariffs on all China imports. But y'all don't know that though. But they was talking crazy about them tariffs. And remember, before Biden got in office, he said he was going to get rid of it. But he's seen how much money the tariffs bought when Trump implemented that. So to me, I think the DNC wasn't good, in my personal opinion. It showed you that a lot of these big businesses, the corporations, they fund a lot of these, both Republican and Democrats. All of them fund this in some type of way. So when the Democrats be saying they want to do it for the people, right? They ain't talking about just the small people. No. It's big business and corporations who are supporting them. Big donors who are giving them this money for they can go ahead and get their corporations, some tax breaks. Everybody got to have some type of incentive on why they voting for who. But when it comes to us regular people, most of these big business and corporations, they don't care about none of that. They're trying to find their little loopholes or whatever, and they're going to. I think it's some things on both sides that ain't gonna do too well for the American people, but I say this. It's one administration who I think is gonna do better than the other. Y'all take it when you want to. I mean, if you've been following me, you already know who I'm going towards with voting. I don't want y'all to get upset now. I'm just saying. Y'all got to start looking at things a little more financial than with y'all heart or what a person say. Look at the policies. I keep saying that. But y'all just won't listen to me. Like, I don't care about all that identity policies or none of that. I don't care about that. And then the shaming of black men, really the younger black man. Like, we don't know how to vote for whom we want to vote for. Like, we can't think for ourselves. Like, the generations before us was the failures, and now we're suffering because of their decisions. Luke up here trying to tell us how to vote. Really, Luke? This is the same dude who's saying, oh, I don't know why y'all trying to go in on this black woman. You should vote for her just off the strength she a black woman and all that. But this the same dude who was exploding these black women in the 80s and 90s. I know y'all saw all them videos. What was he doing? He wasn't showing y'all how good of a nurse you was. He wasn't showing how smart you was. I mean, maybe he showed you how you were smart, just a little bit. Maybe he was showing y'all little head smart. But outside of that, though, he always been exploring y'all. Look at Freak Nick. But it's always the old guard who trying to keep us down in some way. Y'all failed. We ain't failed. We still working and we trying to figure this out. And we trying to go in a different direction outside of y'all. Y'all voted Bill Clinton in, and that's why a lot of these manufacturing jobs are gone. Y'all voted for that, not us. When most of the younger generation in 2016, a lot of them voted for Trump that first time around, and he got up in there, and the economy wasn't too bad. Now, there was some things that he messed up, and he could have did better, for sure, that. Because I don't think it's no president who did everything good. I think all these presidents be, yeah. But I think Donald Trump was a decent one. I mean, he was better than Hillary Clinton. I mean, oh, God. I couldn't imagine if Hillary Clinton was in there. And the younger George Bush, he probably was the worst president probably ever. That dude literally sunk this country now. So, yeah, man, that's my take on the RNC, man. Michelle Obama, she was on point. But it was a lot of things we need to talk about, though. One thing is the illegal migrants. I understand. I know y'all are tired of me talking about it, but man, this is serious. Do y'all know that they're trying to get around this voting patterns? When I say the voting patterns is illegal immigrants can't vote right, but now they're putting into play to where if you get married to a person who is a legal citizen over here in the United States, you get your citizenship and your green card and all that like that. Then you'll be able to vote, which is some BS because this was never like that. But the Biden-Harris administration was the first ones to do it. Listen, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service call is Keeping Families Together, which make an estimated 500,000 non-citizen spouses and another 50,000 non-citizen stepchildren of the United States eligible for parole, which mean they can become citizens because they're getting married to somebody who is a resident here in the United States of America. You see how crazy that is? And they just slipped that on through. Like, you see, they ain't talk about it for real. It's a reason why they let all these people in. And then we gonna get to freaking Gavin Newsome in a minute. But yes, this is, you wanna know something crazy? And I'm reading right here. Do y'all know Barack Obama was blocking all of this stuff in 2012? DACA, an acronym for Deferred Action on Childhood Arrival, was a 2012 executive action by President Barack Obama and administration giving legal status to the children of illegal immigrants. So he was giving the children that was born here citizenship, but them parents, nope. You see, that's why when I saw Barack, I couldn't agree with him because that wasn't what he stood for at all. Listen, we can talk about Barack not doing stuff for black people and all that, but I give him that. He definitely protect our borders. He did that now. Because a lot of these jobs that was over here, they getting took. A lot of them. And they getting a lot of loans. And, oh, y'all don't know? Wait a minute. Oh, these illegal immigrants over here getting everything. Think I'm bull crapping. Okay. First off, they don't even know how many people is even over here. They keep saying, oh, it's only 8 million per this report or whatever. But how do you really know? And I'm gonna wait. But now I think about it, Eric Adams wasn't at the DNC. I wonder why. He was the poster boy for all these illegal migrants. When you type up illegal migrants, he the first picture that'll probably pop up as one of the main figures who was supporting this. And he wasn't there. You did all that bagging up the Democrats, and they wouldn't even let you come and speak at the DNC. Eric Adams, you got played, my boy. You got played. And on top of that, Eric Adams just cut the municipal office space, signaling plans for a smaller workforce. I wonder why he doing that. Is it because he overspent the budget in New York and now he got to cut somewhere like education or something like that? But this is in a municipal office. So you see how when your mayor, your governor, they overspend, they don't follow the budget, and now your city, your state is going to be working at a deficit. And now the taxpayers got to pay higher taxes. Food get higher, property taxes go up. You see how that happens? Because they got to get this money back some type of way. And like I said, he did it quietly. Nobody ain't talking about this with Eric Adams. He went right up. Maybe that's probably why he didn't go to the DNC, because they knew he was about to do this. Maybe that's why. But I heard it's a lot of Democrats who are mad at him about this, because it's not making a case any better. So, yeah. The initiative reflects a city workforce that is not growing at pre-pandemic expectations, according to the budget document. It is also a tacit acknowledgement from the Adams administration that is unlikely to fill its vacant positions. Ooh-wee. It is expected to save $44 million across 8 agencies through the fiscal year of 2020 through the fiscal year of 2028. But y'all already spent billions of dollars on this illegal migrant crisis. So, trying to tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all. It's going down, man. It's going downhill, man. Oh, I want to take the time to clap it up for Gavin Newsome for looking like an idiot at the DNC. Do y'all know this man is so out of touch? And I don't know how Californians keep voting this man in. I do not get it. But to me, he might be the worst governor right now. I don't know about the New York governor, Chicago governor, and all that. And you want to know something? They talk about wanting to help the people out, but y'all know a lot of these governors are rich. Y'all know Illinois' governor, I think he's like a billionaire or something like that. Freaking Gavin Newsome, a multi-millionaire. Like, he's rich, like real rich. So, on Fox News, right, Gavin Newsome was asked a lot of questions, and we're going to fact check a lot of this, right? So Gavin Newsome said this administration added more jobs than any other administration combined, right? Even the last one. If it added more jobs, right, why are people still jobless? And then he gonna say black people, the amount of black people that don't have a job and are unemployed are the lowest in any other administration, right? Now, he was talking about in April when it was a little over 4% unemployment rate for black people. But he ain't been truthful how it been rising up every month since. You see how that go? And then he gonna say, oh, Donald Trump jobs, they was leaving, they was depleted. I think it dropped like 200 jobs or whatever during Donald Trump years, right? But you notice that when the job markets were going down, it was more illegal immigrants that was getting deported in Trump. But y'all adding all these other jobs here now in the Biden and Harris administration, but now it's a lot more migrants here. You see how that work? How are we paying more in taxes than ever before, but y'all added the most jobs? But Trump didn't add as many jobs as this administration at all, but the taxes was much lower. People money went a little farther. See how that go? Less illegal immigrants, more jobs getting cut, more immigrants, illegal ones at that, more jobs are being added. And let's not talk about what he's trying to see. This is why I say he's full of it. Do y'all know that California is trying to pass a bill as of right now to give illegal migrants a way to have a down payment on a new home? 20% down payment up to $150K. And it is people out there, Californians, that are freaking have nowhere to go. They're homeless, sleeping in their cars, washing up at these Planet Fitness gyms or whatever gym they go to. But you giving these illegal migrants $150K at the most for a down payment on a new house. You see, they not talking about this though. He talking with his chest out, and he was talking about how, another thing, he said $950,000 was the max somebody can steal without it being a felony, because he ain't want people to be in jail for long and that. But y'all ain't saying nothing with Texas when their maximum is $2,500. But how is Texas is a bigger state than you, have way more people left California to go to Texas, and their crime rate is lower than yours. Their theft rate is lower than yours. But you talk with so much convincing, Gavin Newsome. I wonder why. Why are you trying to give people that's not citizens here $150K just for a down payment on a new crib? You doing everything in your power to give homeless people. You just did that at Skid Row. I talked about that segments ago. Freaking the high-risers apartments, they worth like $600,000 apartments, $600,000 an apartment. Like, that's how much it costs. And you're stationed homeless people there. And I'm only can imagine, are they citizens of the United States or are they illegal immigrants? You trying to figure everything else out for illegal immigrants, but not for the people that pay taxes, them high taxes at that in California. Jesus Christ, the taxes so high. You ain't doing nothing to put money in their pockets. These stores are leaving, restaurants closing, more Red Lobsters are leaving. But you want to know what Gavin Newsome did? He going to make sure he got that gender affirming. He going to make sure that gender affirming is in these schools, and now these school boards, these teachers and all that, they don't got to tell the parents nothing. What they got to tell you something for? You voted him in. Now if your kid want to feel like how they want to feel, and they don't got to be feeling like they got to be pressured to tell you they parent, because you may not agree with their lifestyle, but okay, you could do it here at school. You see how y'all vote for the wrong people, like Gavin Newsome? I could go on and on with Gavin Newsome, man. And he sat there just with a smile. Worst of the worst. Worst of the worst. I want him to come back in November or April when they do the statistics again, where they show the black unemployment rate. I want them to do it, because he was talking like they did a lot, but we're going to see about them new numbers. Everybody getting laid off. It ain't no jobs coming into California at all. They up here trying to make a California in California. It's billionaires that try to build a new California in California. That's how bad it is. But he want to talk. Okay. Y'all still want to vote that man in? Don't make no sense, man. Y'all gotta start listening to these people because they be lying to y'all all the time, man. And I ain't saying it's a Democratic thing. It's Republicans too. They all be lying. Everybody is for big business, man. That's what y'all don't realize. These corporations, these big donors, them the real people that got power up in here. Y'all better recognize that, man. For real. You gonna get left behind thinking they gonna save you, and they not. They're not coming to save you. What they gonna come save you for? They only care about their best interest. And I saw Grant Cardone, he did a great job of talking about the unrealized capital gains that the Harris administration is trying to implement. And it's true in the comments that's only go for people who have a very large net worth over 100 million, and they have so many homes or whatever. So I get that. But it's going to have a trickle effect, though. You see, if people who own these homes or people who own these corporations, all they're going to do is just hold on to things, and they're going to start investing in other countries, and that's going to mess up us at the end of the day. It's going to mess up us regular workers. So it sounds good in theory, but it's always loopholes in some. Y'all need to be very well. Y'all need to really look into a lot of what's going on out here, especially when it comes to your money. You need to know where it's going at all times. So, yeah, man. And I ain't gonna lie. I got to give a shout out to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, it's some things I disagree with him on, but it's a lot of stuff he be on point with. But he is not scared at all to go anywhere and talk about the problems that he see that is currently going on in this country. He gonna pull up, no matter if it's hostile territory, he gonna pull up and have a conversation. And Harris and Waltz, they're not doing that. I understand they new to the campaign and everything, but eventually you're gonna have to start going to hostile territory. You can't just read a script. You're going to have to go off script when they ask you certain questions. You got to answer it truthfully, and you got to back it up to how it can help the American people with whatever policy you are implementing. I just hope Walsh don't try to put freaking tampons in boys' bathroom. I just hope he ain't trying to do that. You feel me? And I know a lot of people are voting pretty much Democrats because of women's when it comes to the abortion laws and all that. And that's what y'all, if that's what y'all want to vote for, that's cool. To me, that's something you can control, both men and women, more so women. But it is what it is, man. But J.D. Vance, he been killing it. He been looking sharp. He very smart. I don't know how he was as a governor in Ohio. I know he was better than Tim Walz. I'll tell you that much. Tim Walz, they was paying some serious taxes over there. It was businesses that was leaving. You got freaking tampons in the boys' bathroom, like I said. They just too extreme, man. That's one thing about Democrats. They be too extreme. So it's getting bad. That's all I say, man. It's just bad out here. A lot of people were moving to Florida, and now Florida, they're going to a housing crisis right now as well, because a lot of people can't even afford to even live down there no more. First off, all the big home insurances, they're leaving out of there. I think it's only like 2 down there right now, if I'm not mistaken. When it comes to car insurance, they're leaving the state of Florida. You got HOA fees when people own these condos and stuff they're so high. One guy was talking about how he was paying $1,500 in HOA fees, and now they bump it up to $3,000. We ain't even talking about the property taxes or nothing yet. Like, that's how high it is in Florida, man. But you got all them people from California, New York, Washington, everybody trying to move to Florida, man. And now I think it's just too many people down there. And it's raising everything up, and you got everybody bringing their own little ways, how they vote and stuff, their way of thinking down there, and it's messing up that state, man. I already think Ron DeSantis is an extremist. Like, oh my Lord. I think he is extremist, but he do certain things that's decent down there in Florida. I don't like the new grade system they got down there in Florida where I think an A is anywhere from 80 to 100%. The B is like from 60 to 70. Like, it's some crazy stuff how they doing it. And I feel like they're just trying to pass all kids or all people now. And it just wasn't supposed to be that way. But I digress. Yeah, man, yeah. So I want to leave with a couple things before I end this show. Detroit is on the up and up. For real, for real. Do y'all know they already invested $25 million in Dearborn Shopping Center that been abandoned for quite some time? Like, that's how much Detroit is on the up. You got freaking developers investing in Detroit. I mean, it's on the outside of Detroit, but it's a lot of big business that's coming into Detroit. Detroit, do y'all know we are getting some new riverfront homes? Yes, riverfront homes. They are called the SharePoint Village in Detroit, man. They look so beautiful. It's so beautiful. If you got a boat, you can park your boat in front of your house. That's how good it looks. Y'all just got to go to the page. Look, a SharePoint Village in Detroit. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of business that's coming up in here. Savage Fenty about to open up this month by Rihanna. People are coming to Detroit. I remember when in so many years, people was bashing Detroit. And I get it. It was rough. It ain't look good. Stephen A. said some stuff like earlier this year, and you haven't even been here in Detroit in quite some time, my boy. You have not been here. And I tell you this, we going to be just as good as New York real soon. I've been in New York, and when I tell you, it's nasty looking out there. Certain parts of New York look real good. It's almost like California. Hollywood look good, but they throw a big old blue bag over it to... No, it's just too many homeless people, man, out there in California. That's all I can say. I was going to go in on my log, but nah. To the Californians that's homeless, that's not normal. We need to start normalizing people living in their cars. That's not cool, man. We got to stop normalizing tent cities. We got to stop normalizing people parking their cars in front of these businesses, trashing it, leaving trash everywhere. Now the business got to freaking go somewhere else or go out of business because people breaking in. There's so much violence that goes on, and it don't help the people. Y'all don't understand. Small businesses are the backbone to this country, man. That's what keep everything so competitive. And if small businesses start closing, it's going to get rough out here. It's going to get rough. Competition is always good, especially in the type of democracy we in, when this democracy is built off capitalism. So, yes, man, I'm so excited for my city of Detroit, man. We trying to tame stuff here. We doing good for the most part. So, I'm happy for my city, man. I still pay city taxes. I don't even live in the inner city no more. Even though, with these new homes that just got built, I might gotta go back to the city, man. You feel me? I might gotta go back there to live off the water. Shit. I tell you. Oh, Excuse me. Well, there was two things. I want to talk about the Cam Newton situation. I mess with Cam Newton, hell of a quarterback. He was the man in college, the man in the NFL. But this interview that just dropped with him, his mindset is all wrong, man. And that doctor that he was getting interviewed by, she was on point. I can't even lie. Like, you do mess up a lot of broken homes when you make kids with multiple women. Now, do the women have to take responsibility, especially the third one? She up here trying to make a joke out of it and everything. I guess she a comedian. And now look, I don't think it's going to go nowhere. But you knew this man already had about 7 kids with 2 different baby mamas. Now you want to be the third one? Come on now. Y'all got to start making better decisions. And he a high earner. We can debate if he's a high value man off the value he got and all that. And a lot of dudes saying he's the truth, and it might be different for him because he is a multi-millionaire and he a high earner. A lot of y'all regular dudes don't be trying to listen to Cam Newton. Your ass gonna be out of a wife real soon. You see, and that's one thing I don't like about social media and the people that's supposed to be like the leaders, celebrities, or whatever. Y'all look at their life and y'all try to compare it to yours, but you're not them. Listen, how they think and how they operate is different from how us regular people operate. He could get away with a lot more because he have a lot more resources than the average guy. Y'all be cheating on y'all girl, and listen, they gonna cry in the 1999 Focus with the bumper off. You feel me? You gotta start it up about 3 times for it to start all the way. So y'all can't listen to certain celebrities. And Cam Newton, man, you gotta get your mind right. I don't think you really want marriage, bro. And I mess with him. I fuck with Cam. I don't think he really want marriage. If that was the case, you got to have some type of discipline enough to actually find your wife and actually find out who good for you. Like, as men, we got to have some type of discipline to us. We can't say we want something, but then we're doing something different. I understand you might have some missteps and all that, but at the end of the day, your children are going to look at this and they're going to look at you as the father figure they need. And I never understood how you can give all your time to children that's in separate households. It's already hard enough because you on the road working and all that, and then you got to go see your kids or they come to you for whatever time. That's pretty hard, man. So I don't know how y'all do it. I might discuss more of a Cam Newton in probably a later show, or I might just do a single. But yeah, man. He's Cam Newton crazy. That's all I can say. He crazy. His mindset is just, his mindset ain't there, but it is what it is. Before we leave, I would like to say football is officially back. We got college football first week. Well, they already played these past games, but the first official week 1 is this week. So I'm going to need y'all to claim y'all college teams now. Claim or not, we don't need y'all to be trying to flip-flop and all that. And I've been waiting all this show. Y'all see what it is? Y'all see it? Ohio State Buckeyes to the day I die. Listen, I have been humbled by the University of Michigan boys for 3 years in a row. And it's been a different experience for me. I have not been able to talk crazy like I normally do, even though I still do talk crazy. And this year, we got y'all. Y'all ain't got no kind of stallions. Y'all ain't got no Jim Harbaugh. Y'all ain't got none of that. Y'all gonna have to face up square and fair, and we gonna see. Nah, Ohio State quarterback, he got to prove something to me. Ever since C.J. Stroud left, it ain't been the same. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It has not been the same. So, but our defense is nasty. The defensive backs, nasty. Linebacker core, we gonna see how they do. But I like Sonny Styles, and they need to play. They definitely, CJ got to play this year. And I'm going to see how good Cody Simon really is, too. That D-line, nasty. With Sawyer and them boys, JT, they're nasty. And wide receivers, come on now. You know we're going to keep some wide receivers. Tight end, question mark. I ain't going to lie. O-line, I think they're going to be better during the season. It's just that quarterback, man. Listen, I don't need you to be the greatest because we got great running backs back there. The greatest 1-2 punch in college. Travion Henderson, Quayshawn Junkins. Them the cheat codes right there, baby. But like I said, Ohio State, hopefully they win the Big Ten, man. I just want them to beat Michigan, man. I need to talk stuff because I ain't been able to talk like I normally do. So I need y'all to claim y'all college teams now. But don't cheat. Don't flip-flop. Pick them. And we going to see who going to win it all. Now, next week on my segment, we're going to be talking about the NFL. Pick y'all teams. Get ready for that. So if you stayed this long and watched this whole segment, thank you. I appreciate you. If you can do one thing for me, actually a few things, share this video, like it, subscribe, tell your mama, your daddy, side chick, girlfriend, wife, husband, I don't care who it is. Tell them to come over here, man. I'm a great guy. I'm always going to give some good feedback, and you're going to learn something here. And, you know, I ain't perfect, and I'm still trying to learn all this stuff. But one thing I know, I'm going to keep grinding because this is going to blow up. I'm 10 to 15 years, this going to blow up. And I know y'all going to be like, dang, 10, 15 years, that's a long time. That's what the real grind is. But I promise, 10 to 15, I'm going to get my speech better. I'm going to learn how to communicate more effectively. Y'all going to see the growth. And hopefully y'all see it now. And like I said, I may not be the best today. You know, I'm a little under the weather, but it's good though. But like I said, thank y'all. Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.